G'day, I'm out here on my own this morning. It's my day off, it's a Friday. The wind is not exactly ideal, but I'm out here. I'm gonna give it, I've only got an hour this morning. This morning, I've got to be back in by 8 o'clock to take my son to a appointment. He's got a surfing lesson today. So I've only got literally an hour. So I'm gonna actually set my alarm here for an hour. And I've got an hour to get it done basically, so we'll see what we can make happen. I don't know how confident I am, but we'll give it a crack. So here we go, I'm setting my clock for an hour. Oh, that didn't work. Jesus, Scotty. Oh, here we go. Set my timer for 1 hour. So I've got an hour to see what we can make happen, and then I've got to get the hell out of here and be back in time, because if I don't get my son to this appointment, I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm already not popular for even attempting this, but we'll deal with that later. So let's get some baits in the water. I'll put my phone over here before it gets wet, because if that's something I'll do for sure. I've got a soft plastic on here. It's a Helco Mad Eye paddle prawn. Just put it in front of the light here, glow it up a little bit, and then that can get straight out there. Helco Mad Eye paddle prawn. I'll get that straight into the water. And I'll get this paddle prawn straight out. Oh, Jesus, Scotty, what's going on there? Tip wrap. And I'm in the game. Oh, geez, it's blowy this morning. It's actually forecast to be 35 today, so I had a fair idea the easterly was going to be singing this morning. That's just the way it goes in Perth. If you're going to get a hot day, generally you get a strong easterly in the morning like this. I haven't come out very far. I'm only about, I don't know, maybe just half a K out, I guess. And on this side, half a muley, standard half a muley. I think that's a Black Magic Sea Point hook I got on here. Unweighted, half a muley. Oh, actually, I think I might have a really small ball sinker, like a tiny ball sinker, the smallest one you can get. And that's it, I'm in the game. Now I just sit back and wait. Get some burley going. I've got some old muleys and some frames as usual in the pot here. And I've got some chicken pellets here. These are just chicken pellets soaked in oil. Just chuck a few handfuls of those out. These are really good because they sink to the bottom and they sort of oil up from the bottom up. And then I've got the other burley coming from the top down, so kind of just keeps the whole water column covered, sort of thing. Something like that. I know these lights are quite annoying, but at this time of the morning I've got no choice. As usual, I just keep these, this soft plastic's in the bottom. As usual, I just keep this soft plastic falling as much as possible, so when I think it's on the bottom, I wind it in, twitch it in gently, and then give it another crack. I don't want it hiding in the weed on the bottom. I want it out in the open, on the fall mostly. That little tail is going to twitch nicely on the fall. I've got a really light jig head on there. The 1/8, I think it's the lightest jig heads you can get for these in this size hook. So it falls pretty slowly. That little tail just does its thing on the way down. When I think it's on the bottom, I pull it in, chuck it back out again. I want that falling. I'm only in 10 meters here, so it hasn't got a huge amount, hasn't got a huge time to fall. My bait, I don't even know what that's doing there. that just land on top of my other one? That was stupid, Scott. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. This could be our boy. Whoa. I'd say this is our boy by the big head shakies. All right, what are we? We go 51, we're 9 minutes in. Don't lose the fish by you looking at your phone, Scott. 9 minutes in, and I've got a hook up already. Feels like a half decent fish too. I'm actually going to back my drag off. I don't want to go too hard on this thing because I haven't caught a decent fish for a while and I really don't want to lose it. I've been pulling hooks and having a whole heap of bad luck recently. I just want to kind of take it easy and not lose this fish. Got to prove to myself I can still do it. I'm kind of lost faith in myself for a while there. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. You guys might notice another new shirt from Captain Jack's. This one's got like colourful lures all over it. They call this All Sorts. Kind of looks like licorice all sorts. Oh yes. Captain Jack's has hooked me up with a whole heap of their new range of shirts. So if anyone likes these colourful shirts, I reckon they look amazing. I probably wouldn't wear them to the shops, but they look pretty cool out on the boat when you're fishing. Make you stand out. I'll put a link down below for the Captain Jack's website. Oh, this is, it's a half decent fish anyway. I like that he's gone to this side where my net is because that's convenient. Now I just lift him up. Oh, he's in the bottom. Oh, there we go. That's a start. It's not the big boy I was hoping for, but it's certainly a start. He'll be size. He just put a spike in my hand. Thanks for that. Fair's fair, I guess. He's 57 centimetres, perfect eating size, 57 centimetres. That's the start. I really want a big one, so I'm going to stick at it, but this guy, he's coming home with me. All right, let's get another bait out. That guy actually he had my hook right down, so I just snipped it off. I'll get that out when I fillet him up later on. He actually put a nice little spike in my hand there too, thanks. That really hurts. Anyone ever had a snapper spine in their hand? They're very unpleasant, but I guess fair's fair. I stuck a hook in his mouth. You can stick a spine in my hand and make it even, I guess. There's a lot of seaweed in the water today. I don't like that too much. So same as always, I cut off my, I always cut the tails off my muleys because I just like to fish halves, and then I just chop up the rest of the muley into little cubes and just chuck them over. Just keep that burley, keep the burley constant. The burley needs to be flowing and constant. There's no point having a huge amount going out there and then disappearing over the horizon. You need a constant trail. The fish need to be able to follow that trail to your boat, not find a huge cloud that drifts off and they drift off with it. Well, I've got no bait here. Here's a tip for young players: can't catch fish without bait. Well, that's not exactly true, but in general, a bare hook like that is not going to catch your bait. So make sure you check your baits. I didn't even see that get pecked there, but obviously something's pecked it off. Alright, got a couple of a nice arch there on the sounder, mid-water. See that guy mid-water? That's potentially 1 or 2 snapper there. Oh. They just got touched again then. I don't know if that was just something taking my bait or whether it's something just having a bit of a taste. So I'll give it a bit, because sometimes I'll have a little taste and then swim off and then they'll come back for it. So just give it a second. I feel like that might be bait gone. Wow, there's so much seaweed in the water, it's ridiculous. Paddle prawn all covered in seaweed, not going to catch fish like that. Oh, this wind is fairly stinking this morning. Wouldn't be too pleasant out on the 3 mile. I had considered running to the 3 mile in a mighty rush, but because I've only got an hour, it wasn't worth it. So I've just sort of hugged the shoreline. You can see where I am, pretty close in. Literally probably less than a K from the marina where I am here. You don't need to go far for snapper. Snapper are just everywhere. It's just a matter of getting the burley, and they smell your burley or they don't smell your burley. It really is that simple. Just got to keep that burley flowing and keep it constant, like I always keep saying. While I'm fishing, don't forget everyone, the boomerang competition. Boomerangers have given me an anchor to give away. You know how much I love my boomer. I don't trust anything else to hold me in windy conditions like this. I know I can drop it, it's gonna hold, I'm not going anywhere. So if you're looking for a boomer anchor, jump on the Boomer Anchor Facebook page. I'll put a link down below. Tell us why you want to win a boomer anchor, and on the 15th of October we're going to draw one and someone's going to win a new boomer anchor. So get on board with that one. I only just cast this soft plastic out and it's covered in weed already. Look at that. Probably just landed in it. This seaweed, look at it. I just keep hooking mouthfuls of seaweed every 5 seconds. It's just everywhere. It's alright, I think I've only got like 10 minutes left and I'm going to get the bail anyway. It's making it quite difficult to fish, but I reckon this has got no bait, or if it has, it's been sitting there for a while. Yep, seaweed again. Look at that, that's like literally, look at it. There's just clouds. Oh, that's it for me. Time's up. That's it for me. I'm on the clock. I'm gonna have to go. As much as I'd love to stay a bit, I don't really care too much. Does anyone else use this technique for getting their bait off? I think it's a pretty accepted technique for getting their bait off. I don't know, I've always used it. I'm on the clock, I'm gonna have to get out of here. I'm happy, I got a fish, I got out here, I got some fresh air. I'm gonna head in, go spend some time with my son for the day, but I'll probably be back out over the weekend anyway. If you like the videos, stay tuned. See you guys all in the next episode.